everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then come on in, definitely take a seat, definitely grab a snack and a drink because it is definitely going to be a long one. Today's video is going to be my makeup collection video. I mentioned this on Instagram and so many of you were kind of like on board with it and thought it was a great idea. In my makeup collection video, which is this video today, I'm going to be going in depth into my products, showing you guys quite a lot of them. If you just kind of want to see a very skimmed version of it and just kind of like a rundown of what's in my drawers and have like a little sneak peek, please go and check out my beauty room and dressing room tour because I show you all the drawers and I briefly speak about a couple of things. I am a sucker for makeup collection videos. I can sit and watch them hours on end, one after another, after another, after another, after another, and I just want to know every single product that people have. So I am going to do this video really in depth. If you're not going to enjoy it, please just go and watch that tour instead, because like I said, I do show you bits, but this one is going to be a big one. So wish me luck filming it. I wish you guys luck watching it. Make sure you're not watching this on your lunch break. Make sure you know you've got the kids asleep, you've got a glass of wine if you want, or a Diet Coke like me, and we're gonna go into SophieBBeauty's makeup collection. So this is kind of the overview of my makeup collection. This PAX system here holds some of my makeup collection, and then the two Ikea Alex 5 drawers do, and then a couple of those holders there. But this is sort of the overview. I always use natural lighting for my videos, so I sit right in front of the window. This is kind of what it looks like. It's all Ikea. Tabletop is Ikea. The chair is actually from Aldi. The blanket I'm pretty sure is Ikea as well. Anything else in this room, I'll leave my room tour link down below for you guys to look at. Just a forewarning, I have mentioned it, but this is going to be a very long, in-depth video because these are my favourite kind of makeup collections to watch in depth, so you can see basically predominantly everything I own. I will be starting with these and then working my way across and showing you kind of what's on top as well. But this is the overview of my collection. So this first tray is one of my absolute favorites. It holds all of my pigments and my glitters and any single shadows I have as well. You will notice that I tend to group my makeup by brand. So we have a lot of my MAC. Here are all my Lit. Some of my favorite glitters are from Lit. I have some Inglot ones here. I absolutely obsess over this in the summer. It's a gorgeous like peachy corally pigment. The Inglot ones are amazing. They're such good value for your money as well. Like, I've never run out of one of these ever. And then I have a couple of Dose of Colour ones. These ones were quite nice. They are the Ideal Duos. You have a cream at the top to kind of use as like a base, and then you get your pigment at the bottom, so it's kind of like a 2-for-1. Back here I have some more stacked pigments from MAC. These were a limited edition quite a while ago. A sugar pill pigment that I will just never ever get rid of for some reason, but I love it. Every time I declutter it, it always ends up back in my collection somehow, so that's okay. This is a stunning makeup store eyeshadow. It's like a really nice neon, is it Cerites or something? Beautiful. Some pressed glitters towards the back here. As you can see, the palette is filthy, but we don't care. Some of my Colourpop ones. I used to have absolutely loads of these Colourpop ones, but I just didn't use them as much and they dried up really fast. I didn't even realise that they would dry up, but they are so creamy and buttery that they do. Then I've got some of my peaches. Peaches are stunning, stunning, stunning pigments. This one is absolutely like sexual for me. I love it. I realised I've just missed out this column. I have some from Doll Beauty, Violet Voss. Violet Voss do my favourite actual glitters, like the best, followed by Lit. I love the Violet Voss ones. I just wish that they had more of a selection. I don't even know if they still make them anymore. I've had these a while. And then coming up to the top are just some Makeup Geek ones as well. Then we have my singles. So Sugar Pill, love these. These are like my favourite colours anyway, so I have these for ages. If you are an OG to my channel, you remember these. I know you do. If you're a proper OG, these are your business. I have a couple of from Makeup Forever. I have these ones from MAC. These ones are all in like nice packaging, so I won't depot them. And this one's a really, really nice like shimmery shade called Holly Flolly. And I won't depot that either because of like the consistency of it. I'll just swatch it for you actually. Like, look at that. How absolutely stunning is that? Obsessed, in love. And then some of my NARS ones, a couple of these are blushes, but I keep them and use them as eyeshadows up here. This one is like a really gorgeous, vibrant neon purpley fuchsia kind of color. And then I just have my Illamasqua ones down here. This one is actually a brow, but it's a gorgeous like ready toned brown, which I use as eyeshadow. And then just some more sample pots of MAC ones back there. So that is my first drawer. Going down, I have lashes. As you guys can probably tell, my favorite lash brand is Doll Beauty. Any of these guys that are stood up and you're thinking, Sophie, what is all that about? It basically means that these are a set and the ones behind are a backup. So like if I have multiple of the same, so this style I have 3. These are Divines, I think. Yeah, Divines. I have 3, so it's just like the first one to use and then the rest. But Doll Beauty definitely do my favorite lashes. I love them so much. I have for quite a few years. And then here I have my favorite MAC one, which I lost the other one, so I cut this in half and just have a half a lash. And I did a makeup look and you guys really loved it, so maybe that's a new thing that I need to start using more often. And then I just have some Lily lashes as well. Mykonos are my favorite, so I have a couple of pairs of those. But because they're so expensive and I love them so much, I only ever use them for like special occasions, which is why there's like none open. I feel like because they're so expensive, I'm like, no, like special occasions like my wedding or something. And then I just have a couple of other brands at the back as well. Coming down with this is my skincare and primer drawer. At the front here, these are all shoe boxes, and this is just an acrylic box that I've had absolutely years. But we have all my primers. So at the front I have all my illuminating primers. Illuminating primers are my favorite. This one is my absolute go-to at the moment. It's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion Natural Glow Enhancer. I have 2 shades. I have no idea if this is available in the UK because I got them from America, but if it is, try it, it's amazing. And I've got this one that I need to try as well from Makeup Revolution as well. Then we go into pore filling primers. This one is the best pore filling primer ever. I have a few sachets of samples left and I need to buy the full size. It's the Touch in Sol No Pore Blem primer. Honest to God, my pores have never been as amazing when I've used that before. I have a couple of new ones down here that I need to try. Makeup Obsession and then the e.l.f. one, which I've tried a few times. And then we go into like hydrating primers. So I've got the Too Faced Major X Hangover Primer, Marc Jacobs, Makeup Forever, and then we have like oils at the back as well to use. Some of them you can mix in with foundation, like the Urban Decay Drop Shot, and then obviously like the Versace one as well. And then over here, setting sprays, priming sprays. I love a good priming spray. One of my favorites, the Evian. I've got a couple of mini ones down there. Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray is the absolute OG. I love it. This, he's not meant to even be there. Right, we'll put him somewhere because I don't know how he ended up there. And then I just keep my Q-tips in here as well. And then these are a couple of lids from sprays that if I put them on, the drawer won't shut. But if I travel with the sprays, I need the lid. So I just keep them down there. No one can see, so it's fine. Towards this side, a couple of these things, those 4, yeah, those 4 are all backups. I keep backups randomly placed throughout. You'll pick up on it. And then I have some of my U-Tan. I use this every day. Take my makeup off with this, moisturize over here, and then add this on. This is a Sephora spray bronzer kind of thing, which I use if I just want a little bit more color. And then MAC Strobe Body, and then the little face tanning oil. Towards the back, like I said, this is what I take my makeup off with. The Garnier Micellar Oil Infused Cleansing Water. Some wipes to pick up any fallout. My Vaseline oils down there, my NARS toner, my cocoa butter, some oval pads. Over here in the acrylic pot that I said, this is just like miscellaneous skincare. So I have my microdermabrasion machine, my dermaplaning blades. My micro needle is usually in there, but it's actually in the bathroom because I did it last night. Some hay fever bits, some backup oils, some tissues, just totally like small random makeup bits is all in there. So moving on, this is my first clear glass one in here. Parts of me wish I got all of them glass, but then I kind of like it's not because it matches my clothing pack system. But anyway, this has not been decluttered for a while and it definitely needs it. Back here I have all of like pencils that I can't even get to. I don't know what's even back here, like I can't see it, so I never really ever reach for them. I've got some Kylie stuff back there. I haven't reached that in years probably. I do keep these two pencils up close because they're like my favorite types of orangey colors. This one is the Laura Mercier On Point, and this is MAC Velvetese lip pencil in Temper Tantrum. So those are some stunning colors as well. This one is one from Mel. I have some Kat Von D, some of my ColourPop ones. Again, I can't remember the last time I even reached for those. And then as I said, with my pigments and everything's kind of brand ordered. So I have all of my Anastasia up here. Sometimes I get these confused with my ColourPop ones, but that's okay. One of my favorite ones from Anastasia is Milkshake. I used to use this, no joke, all the time. It kind of matches my nails, doesn't it? It's quite pale. And then I have some like fun colors as well. Like I said, I haven't really decluttered these in ages. Like, where am I going? Where have you guys ever seen me wear a lip like that? I haven't decluttered these in ages, so I don't even know what's back here. Like, oh, those are from Primark. Didn't even know I had those. So then we move on to the NYX ones. These are the NYX lip lingeries. I actually did a video trying out every single one that they came out within the time, which I'll leave link down below if you want to see swatches and everything. I have the NYX Suede. This is like the only kind of colourful lip I'll ever like allow myself to wear. Maybe this and like a super pale purple. And then like a nice bronzy kind of creamy one. Another, that should really be there, and that should be there because they're the same like brand thing. Then I have these little babies. I'm sure we've all got some of these in our collection. They are the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. My favorite shade is Cairo, and this one actually means so much to me. I wore this and NYX reposted me, and it was amazing. Honest to God, I cried, and I had so much support from you guys, and it was mind-blowing for me. So I'll always have that in my collection, and I even have a backup of it, which was purchased before that happened, but and then obviously like Copenhagen, that was like a cult a few years ago for autumn, and I brought a backup. Have I even really ever worn this, guys? I don't think so. So yeah, and like, where am I going again? Like, come on. Coming up here, I have these little Sephora ones, which I think were like a Mickey Mouse collab. There, yeah, my friend Sarah actually gifted me those. So they stay up there, they live there. Then we move on to my, oh no, these are Sephora. Oh my God, I remember I used to love these. You guys, I really need to declutter here so bad, because so many of these I used to love. But again, where am I going? All these down here, who are you? Oh, another, look, unopened, shock. All of these down here are my MAC ones. These are the Retro Matte. That is the best one ever, Bengal Tiger. Love it so much. And I love using this one and then like a lighter, not that one, like a lighter nudie one to blank it out. I like really pale purples. I did used to work for MAC, so my collection with MAC might be a little bit bigger than some people's. It might be smaller than some people's, but I did work for them, so I got gifted quite a lot, and I had 60% off, so you know, I'd be stupid not to have a lot. Down here are my Dose of Colors. These are one of my favorites. I think I've had them so long though that the formula isn't as amazing as it used to be, but I am a hoarder, especially with makeup, but you know. So this is one that I actually wore quite recently. You guys went crazy for it. So it's the Dose of Colors Coral Crush. So nice. Again, a nice like pale purple. This one was actually a staple of mine for quite a while. Truffle. What are you? Oh, I've got an OCC lip tar. Didn't even know. These ones all down here are all my Jouer ones. Again, I loved this when they first came out, but again, I don't think I've used them in a while, and they've gone a little bit, not the best, but again, I'm still probably going to keep them. This one was a super popular one, Pichet. Which was the other? Melon was amazing. I loved Melon. Buff was probably my go-to as well. They were a lot more pinkier than I remember. This was the, I think Jouer, they weren't necessarily the first, but they were first to kind of make it big. Like the lip toppers that came out. I think that was like 2018, maybe even before. Then toward the back over here, I have all my Lipland. Again, I never ever really reach for them. I even have a couple of them are the collab with Amrezy. I don't know which ones because I can't reach very well, but yeah. Then I have all my ColourPop ones. Again, I have some really like cool shades in here, but yeah, again, do I use them? No. I do have some from Ofra. Brooklyn was a really stunning one. By Brookout on Instagram, used it, and I recreated one of her looks and used that. I have some J Star. We won't talk about that. We'll sort that in the declutter. I've just left it in for now, but we know where I stand with that. These are the Too Faced melted ones, so I have a couple of shades of these as well. I think I use that one probably the most. I'm such a nude whore, honestly, and I don't know why I keep buying pink things. I don't wear pink lips. And then I have these Too Faced ones as well, which are the melted mattes. So what are you? Your melted liquefied longwear lipstick, and you're a melted matte liquefied matte longwear lipstick. I don't really know what the difference is. Maybe this is the new packaging or something. I don't know. This one's my favorite one, Mrs. Roper. A couple of these I got for free when I used to work at Selfridges. We used to have, not a lot of the time, but some of the times they would just put a box of makeup in the hallway, and you would just, if you got there on time, you got it. And sometimes they would do like sample sales where things were like super cheap as well. So a few things from like Selfridges are in here as well. I have a couple of like miscellaneous, I didn't even know I had a Morphe liquid lipstick. Oh my god, I need to do this. These ones are the ones that NARS came out with. I brought all three when they came out. Don't ask me if I've used them, I'd rather not talk about it. A couple from like L'Oreal and Sleek and what have you. That is Sleek, right? Yeah. And then up here comes to like more brands that I have that are still grouped together, but just not as many. So like, I didn't even realize I had this many LA Girl ones. Again, don't ask me if I've used them. These ones are gorgeous from Maybelline. They're the Superstay Matte Ink. I actually reach for those quite a lot. A couple of lime crime at the front. Some Nip and Fab. The Nip and Fab ones are actually really comfortable wearing on the lips. Some Coloured Rain going on. And then at the front I have Hot Ombre Cosmetics. They kindly sent me the 5 lip kits, and I just, like I said, I haven't decluttered, so I haven't put them away. But that is what that drawer looks like. Then we move on to this, which, like I said, I feel like if you guys have been here for a while, you're like, Sophie, we know that you had this many MAC lipsticks before you worked there. Don't lie. But a lot of them are newer. At the front, I just have glosses, again, grouped together by brand. I have my Morphe ones. I really like those. I brought this because I saw Shaaanxo use it. Don't ask me if I've used it, please. Some more Dose of Colours. I've got some Marc Jacobs ones. I used to be obsessed with this Marc Jacobs one. I haven't used it in, well, I used a whole one. I brought a backup and I've just never touched the backup. So some Anastasia, Dior, NYX, and like random brands at the back as well. And then it kind of goes into all my MAC ones. These ones down here are all Kylie, some L'Oreal, and then MAC. MAC do really good glosses. It's very hit and miss in my opinion. They've discontinued all these small ones, but the shades are gorgeous, so I will not get rid of them. And then it comes into bullet lipsticks. I have all my Charlotte Tilbury's. I decluttered quite a few of those because I had loads of colourful ones, which we've established I don't wear. YSL, all of my NARS ones. I kept my 2 little NARS liquidy minis in here because the slots were just gonna sink these, so they're just there. And then, like I said, all my MAC ones down here. They're kind of colour coordinated a bit, and then those, and then these, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All those 10 are backups because they do back to MAC, so I just get them when I'm ready. And then again, these are all some bullet lipsticks in brand order. So I have some Maybelline ones. I love these. They smell like a dream, which is why I think I keep them, even though I won't wear them. If you've been here from the start, yes, I still have it. I still have this lipstick, which I won't ever let go. If you can, honest to God, you can watch every single one of my makeup collection videos that I've had. I've had my channel for 5 years. This is always there, and it's always that exact same one. I never buy a new one, but I will never ever get rid of it. Some Wet n Wild, some Tarte ones. The Tarte ones are really nice. I think they're super underrated, but they're so creamy. And the colour is stunning. And then we have some like Urban Decay ones. A couple of these were free from work. Melt Cosmetics, some Doll Beauty, some Fenty ones back here, and then a couple of lip balms of M&M's. I don't ever use these. I could not think of anything worse than putting on my lips than this, but Tom got me them from New York when we went to the M&M store, so they mean so much to me. At the front, I kind of have like little mini ones, you know, that you get from Sephora's, like VIB, point system. When I got this when I worked at Selfridges, my manager gave it to me as a gift. Not my Mac manager, they don't like me. The Selfridges manager, and then I have my Tom Fords, and then my Marc Jacob that doesn't fit anywhere. And these two Kat Von D's do not fit. You can see I literally, yeah, I just, they're just too bulky. Right, going into this one now. This is my neutral palettes all in here. They're not really necessarily grouped by brand. It is definitely more by size, but a lot of them are kind of brands. So all of these are my Morphes. I have these mini Morphe ones, the Jacqueline 1, the Jacqueline 2. That's because she didn't print the names on the first one, of course. The 35O, which is the original, the 3502, the 3503, and this is the 39A. So all my Morphe ones kind of just live there because they're all very similar size. And then at the back down here, I have my Violet Voss Ride or Die palette. I have a Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette, Sephora Artist Edit palette, Violet Voss Pro. Was that right? No, that's Ride or Die. This is Holy Grail. That's Ride or Die. And then I have a single Z palette. And then I have a singles Coloured Rain palette, which keeps all of my go-to shadows. They're not Coloured Rain shadows, the others, but it's a Coloured Rain palette. I have a MAC palette, which I won. An Ocean OPV. I love the look of this. And I've used it once. And it was such bad quality. And I keep meaning to use it again, but I'm so scared because the quality was shocking. I have the BH Cosmetics Kylie Bible palette. This is a little Technique palette. I have the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. Mine was completely fine. Yeah, mine was completely fine and it performed well, so I just kept it. Naked Heat Petite. I always travel with this and my Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions. And then I have a couple of like limited edition MAC ones. So I have the Cinderella one, Mariah Carey and Patrick Starr. And then to the side down here, I have the NYX Love Contours All MAC palette. I don't know which one it is. I got that gifted again. Love these. Juvia's Place probably do my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I have a few of them. Or down here. I just love them. They're so nice. And the palettes are just so handy. I just think the quality is amazing. A few of those, a couple of Tarte ones. I will never get rid of these. When I first started my channel, I used these palettes as my mirror to do my tutorials. So they just mean so much. Don't buy makeup that means stuff, guys. Honestly, it's not worth it. Urban Decay 2 and Urban Decay Heat. I used to own most of them and I got rid of them. But the Heat is just so stunning. Love it. I have a backup of my MAC nylon that just chills in here because the original one is in there. So when it finishes, I've got him to add. I have a Pat McGrath one, which Tom's sister actually really kindly got me for Christmas. A Lorac Pro. Did I say Pat McGrath or did I say Lorac? I don't know. Pat McGrath anyway. Lorac Pro, another Lorac Pro, and then Doll Beauty. And then at the front I have two of the Jacqueline Morphe collab little ones. I have Ring the Alarm and Armed and Gorgeous. I don't like that they don't have the same packaging, but that's okay. That's the Armed and Gorgeous. It's so stunning. Yeah, I kind of wish they both had this, but I think I'm pretty sure I got that one from America and that one from the UK. But anyway. Last drawer in the PAX system is my colourful palettes. The back I just have my Z palettes. So I have like a greeny blue one and then a purpley pink one. I've recently decluttered all those. I'll leave that video down below. All of my backups of my MAC Mineralized Loose Powder because they discontinued it. Some like empty palette stuff. Have the Be Perfect Carnival palette. Haven't used it, don't ask. Some Urban Decay, my friend Sarah actually gave me that. Artist Pro palette, another Juvia's, the ShanXO BH Cosmetics Remix. The Remix comes out with the original eyeshadow shades she had, plus some new eyeshadow shades. I actually want to buy the Heaps of Sweets, I just keep forgetting if I'm honest. A mini Morphe one, and then a mini NYX one, with this gorgeous Tarte Snake palette. A little MAC palette. Huda Beauty Amethyst. This is gorgeous, but one of the shades cracked. Two of the shades, sorry, cracked. My friend Sarah gave it to me for Christmas. I was just like, ah! So I need to try and get them back together. but yeah, it's a gorgeous palette. And then I have some of these. This one, the Dose of Colours Ice Cream, is so cute. Meadow, which is Makeup Addiction, which is actually a black owned brand if you guys were interested. The Urban Decay Electric palette. And yeah, that's all of them. So I'm going to move on to these 5 over here. So this top drawer holds all of my liquid and cream highlighters and then my highlighting palette. So I have kind of like tubes and then liquid droppers at the back. Love this Marc Jacobs glow stick one, and then the Nip and Fab, which is filthy. I'm well aware how dirty it is, but this one is my favorite liquid highlighter. And then I have some like tubey ones down here. So these are from, that's from Tarte, this is from Lime Crime. I'm not the biggest fan of this one at all. I've tried it a few times and it was just awful on me, but whatever. And then some cream ones dotted here. And then I have a couple more liquid ones again. This one is gorgeous, and that one here, the Becca. Those two are great under foundation as well. Love my NARS one. I haven't really played with this one too much. I think I've used it once or twice, but I definitely need to use it more. Down on this side, I have my Anastasia Glow Kit, the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero collab. I hope that's how you say it. Guerrero? Morphe Bretman Rock collab, Jacqueline Becca collab. I feel like I'm such like a fangirl, don't you guys? That was a gorgeous one. I don't really use the blushes at all, but yeah. A couple of sleek ones. The sleek palettes were gorgeous. Do you guys remember when these were like super popular? Still love them. And then one of my favorites as well is the Nip and Fab, which is beautiful. It's probably just easier for me to hold it, so sorry about that you're only going to get one hand. So I obviously sit here and like I face that way, which is why a lot of them kind of face coming up. But this is my powder highlight drawer. So again, you can kind of see the same order that everything's kind of brand ordered. So I have all of my Becca ones down here. Becca, probably, honest to God, do my favorite highlighters. Becca and Ofra, I love. And then obviously I have my Amrezy. This is a go-to. I don't think Anastasia do my favorite highlighters in general, but this one is stunning. They did the bits there. I'm very impressed. Have my MAC ones down here. A couple of them are in limited edition packaging, but you know, I feel like this got a lot of hate, didn't it? Was it the Vibe Tribe collection? I don't work there then. So a couple of Doll Beauty ones. These ones aren't necessarily how they always come. The new one comes like this, the Pretty Little Glow, but these were on like an offer, like £10. They were cheaper and it came with like a bundle, I don't know, so I just got smaller ones. So I keep all my smaller ones down here as well. I've got a Jouer one, a little Hourglass one, and then I have my full-sized Ofra ones down here. I do have a smaller Ofra somewhere. I have a couple from Illamasqua, the Epic and OMG. Does not get half the recognition it deserves. But anyway, I have a couple of the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks as well. Laura Mercier ones. This Urban Decay Illuminator, which I always hold on to, never use, never will probably ever get rid of as well. This little insert is more than likely from Amazon. I will try and let you know as much of the inserts that I know, but I don't know all of them off the top of my head because some of them I've had for years. But in here, home is my circle ones that don't necessarily have a lot from the same brand. So I have like, what are they? Oh, these are the Maybelline ones. They're the same collab. Why are the thickness so different? But they're Master Chromes. I'm so confused. That's weird. Anyway, what are you? Oh, another Ofra one. These were the OG Ofra ones. I remember that. What was the shade was that? You Do You. Whoa! Anastasia, do you guys remember this? So Hollywood Illuminator. Oh my gosh. Loved that. Loved it. I have a MAC one over here. I think it's because it doesn't fit over here. Really and truly, that's a Makeup Forever one. That's a Makeup Forever one. So they should be together, really. And then this should just... Ah, beautiful. Yeah, so we have two Makeup Forever ones, two Maybelline ones, Dior one, which was one of my favourite collections they came out with. And then just some like other brands. What are you? Another Ofra one. How many Ofra highlights do I have? This is the Nikki Tutorials Glazed Donut. Let me put you with the other Ofra. So I have two Ofras here, two Ofras there, and an Ofra down here. How weird. Anyway, so these ones are, again, just kind of like boxier ones. So I have the Kiko 208 eyeshadow. If you're an OG to YouTube, you know that. And I have Gilded Honey by Laura Mercier still. Again, if you're an OG, you know exactly what that is. And then these ones are all just like my loose highlighters. So I have some from Artist Couture. And then Inglot do amazing ones of these. Highly, highly, highly recommend you check them out. And then a few from MAC as well, and then Makeup Forever. So that's my highlighter drawer. Next up is my bronzer drawer. This is a new one to me, and it's still in its packaging because it makes me then need to use him to put him away. So he just sits, but we'll just move him out the way for a sec. I have this little palette, a Z palette, which just holds a couple of singles and then a single blush. And then I have a little MAC Christmas collab as well. I think I got that from work for something. At the front, these ones are quite compressed, so I might not be able to pick up too much. I have some Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Absolutely obsessed with that bronzer. It is gorgeous. This is like my go-to side. So this is the NYX No Filter, which, oh, I basically used all of mine to absolute death because it's amazing. It's in the shade Golden. They've discontinued only this shade, so I had to get it off a Girl Off Depop. And then Hermes lost the parcel, and I was like, guys, this is not the time to lose, okay? Luckily, they tracked it down. Thank God. My MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes, love them. Dark and Dark Tan are my go-tos. And then I just have some like single brands, so like Too Faced back here. Benefit Caramel, not the biggest fan of. I think it's still very cool tone and it makes me look muddy. I don't know if it's just me, maybe I'm not doing it right. I don't know, I don't have a problem with anything else, but hey. A couple of Givenchy ones down there. This is a YSL one. Stila, this is a really nice massive one. I have my bigger ones back there, so I just have the Marc Jacobs one. This is one of my favourite bronzers. It is so gorgeous. It's in the shade Tantric. Amazing. If you ever want to splash in a bronzer, I would highly recommend that one. A couple from Tom Ford, and then like a little Tarte palette. Here comes into like my shimmery bronzers. So I have two like loose ones, and then kind of like more pressed shimmery ones. And then it kind of goes into contours. I don't really have a contour and a couple of backups, so that's why I don't have a whole heap of them. But I've got like NARS Laguna, NARS Casino, the Bahama Mama, very, very, very dark. But yeah, this one doesn't have a lid because I got him for free from Selfridges, but it's a gorgeous colour, so I keep him. And then back here, all of these are kind of like my body shimmers. This one is my go-to. So we saw the backup of this in my skincare drawer, but this is incredible. Like if you have patchy fake tan and you like still just kind of want to look tanned or even, put this on. No words. Have like the MAC Hyper Real Foundation. Have this new one from Makeup Revolution that I want to try out. I have my Fix Plus, which is mixed with Pigments, Pro palette back here, and then a NYX palette as well. And then I have a couple of brushes that I use to apply them with as well. And then I've got this like Barry M1. Anything that's like glowy, I know you can't see everything, but I know exactly like where it is and what's down there. So they all live there. Everyone lives happy in this drawer. So next up, oh, let me tell you, these inserts, I've just got two square inserts. They are actually from like an acrylic box storage, and I've just pulled the trays out and the box is stored somewhere else. This one here is from TK Maxx. If you're interested, they're meant to be like fridge organizers. This is my blusher collection. Now blusher isn't my favorite part of makeup. I don't have a lot of it. I know some of you are saying yes you do, but I think for what I could have, this isn't a lot. But what I do have, minus those two because I haven't used them yet, what I do have are my favorites. But like I said, I haven't used those yet, but I am excited. I recently hauled this and I've fallen in love straight away. It's the L'Oreal Life's a Peach blusher. My absolute all-time favorite is MAC Just a Pinch. It's an extra dimension one, so there's a shimmer to it, and it's a gorgeous peachy color. My favorite. If I could, this would be it. I'll just live with this. I'm okay. I don't need anything else. Well, like blusher wise, just that. A few more from MAC. Again, like I said, I used to work there, so I had quite a few. At one point, Dainty was my favorite. These are minimalized ones. I have a Taj Mahal from NARS. which I love as an eyeshadow as well. I did a tutorial using it as an eyeshadow and blusher. I'll leave it linked down below. This is Gina, which is more of like a normal skin tone kind of shade. This one is from Too Faced, Life's a Peat. Oh, I Will Always Love You, sorry. I was getting confused with the L'Oreal one. I have a Tarte palette back there. I did keep him from my declutter. We'll move on. Another Tarte palette here. A Technique blush palette. A Morphe one. This is Pop of Coral. So corally peachy shades are my favorite. Like the first two, stunning. Cheek Parade palette from Benefit. A Rockitude palette from Benefit. I have a couple of single blusher palettes and then another one from Tarte. So I have a lot from Tarte, it seems, but that's my blushers. Bottom drawer, I'm not really going to show you guys, it's just my hair stuff, so it's not makeup, I don't need to show you. I will quickly show you guys what's on top of my desk before we move on to the other Alex. So I have my Mount stack, I have the Love stack, dark matter stack, and like a neon stack. I'm not sure of all the names off the top of my head, but these I do reach for quite a lot because they've got some really good warm browns for smoky eyes. So they just kind of sit at the top and they don't really fit anywhere else. In here I have nail stuff, so I have like nail files, clippers, cuticle things, just yeah. And then in here I have like lash stuff, so like lash glue, tweezers, scissors. So up here, these I'm pretty sure are sunglass holders, but I use them for lip liners and eyeliners, and they're kind of divided by color. So I have like all my pinks and purples in one. Again, a lot of them are MAC, but that's okay because you guys love me nonetheless. And then I have like all my oranges and reds. One of my favorite orange liners is Crash from Urban Decay. So gorgeous. So they live in there. Please don't be mad at me for this one. I know that you guys are going to judge me. This is basically my MAC and Kylie nudes. The reason why the Kylie ones are in here, because when she first came out with like all, either 7 or 8 when she first launched, I brought them all and did a video kind of talking about them. So I have quite a few of them. And then the rest are my MAC ones. And then these are other brand nudes as well. So yeah, those are all my other nudes that I have. I won't go into too much detail with those. And then these ones, like I said, are all my eyeliners. So these are all kind of divided. Ignore him. I'll tell you why in a sec. These ones are like my creams, silver liquid liners, and white, like, you know, like flesh tone. He lives in here because my blue and green one is absolutely full to the brim. So I have some like liquids in here as well. So a couple from Lime Crime and NYX, and Too Faced like pen ones. But I just love blue and like green liners. This one's a gorgeous one. I'll swatch that for you. It's so pretty. I just never use them as much as I should. Like, how gorgeous is that? Ugh. And then there's Undercurrent by MAC. Now, this is my favorite, and they've discontinued it, right? I love that. But look who has a dupe. Many brands have a dupe, I'm not going to lie. But Urban Decay do. It's like not as glittery, but you can just add glitter on top. They all live in there. And then in here are all my browns, my pinks, my purples. So everything like left over. Again, Urban Decay Whiskey is my favourite. I think that the Urban Decay liners are probably just some of my favourites. They are gorgeous. Along with the Makeup Forever ones. I think those two brands, look at that purple. Oh, I need to put that all over my lips. Do you think I could? I might try. I've got some more brands in there like Marc Jacobs, NYX, all that. And then here I have my black ones. No one needs these many black liners, but I do. I love the NYX one. Again, the liquid liner is my favourite. I have some Tarte in here, some Too Faced, some Balm, Marc Jacobs. Just a variety. And then over here, these two pots just hold some sample pots in for me to try and use. And then I've got a couple of lip liners over here as well that don't fit in here. So now we're going to move on to the other 5 drawers. So in this drawer is my powders. I have them divided. This case here is from TK Maxx. The sunglasses holders as well from Amazon. I'll try and leave things linked down below. Front, these are my bigger powders that I use on my under eyes or my face. These are pressed powders I use on my under eyes. I've got a beauty blender which I cut in half. This is MAC Pro Emphasize powder as well. So these are just like pressed ones. Then I have all of my loose under eye powders. So we have pressed under eye powders, and then we have loose under eye powders. This one is the one that I have many backups of. It's the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. Discontinued, RIP, won't cry, it's okay, it's okay. This is a gorgeous one as well, relatively new, I've used it a few times. It's the I Heart Revolution peach colour, and it smells like peach. Not the biggest fan of the smell of it, but the colour and the setting is incredible. Also love this Marc Jacobs one here. I do want to shout out him, I love him. And then these ones back here are pressed face powders. 2 Cover FX ones, 2 MAC Studio Fixes. This is a really nice one as well for just to set down and not be too matte. I have this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I got them in the shade Light Bronze, Bronze, and Deep Bronze when I was in America because I had no idea what shade I'd be. And this one is kind of like a face for me, so I just leave him here, but that's all of them. This drawer here is my brows, mascara, and eye bases. Over here are my brows. I have a few like pencils like MAC, I have NYX, I have a couple of like brow sets as well. My favourite one is the MAC False Lash Mascara, and then this one, a couple of paint pots. I only ever use the MAC or the Morphe one. These ones are coloured bases. So I have my MAC paint stick. If you guys are an OG here, you remember this in pure white. I have a couple from P. Louise as well. And then some bases. Again, some are MAC, some are Kylie. I have a Tom Ford one because I'm a tiny bit bougie. I have a couple of like eyelash colours as well. Can't bother. These are nude bases. So I have my MAC Laying Low, which is my favourite. P. Louise, like nudie base. Yeah, just like nudie ones. I've got some Ico back there, some Laura Mercier. This is eye glitter and pigment bases. So I've got like the glitter glue from Too Faced, the pigment glue from Too Faced, the NYX pigment glue. Then these are kind of like the liquid shadows. So I've got a couple from Stila and then a few from MAC. Also the Inglot Duraline, which is amazing if you get dried up products as well. These are glittered liners. A lot are from Urban Decay because they do the best. Some like chrome bases like Maybelline and what have you. These are all my mascaras. Those are colourful ones. And then my MAC Upward Lash, which used to be my favourite, but they discontinued it. This is now my new favourite. It's from Technique. It's a skinny mascara. Giga Black Extended Play from MAC is the best for lower lashes. And then at the back we have some backups, which we're not going to go into. There's like Fix Plus in there, mascaras, lipstick, yeah, a lot. This drawer is my baby. It's all my foundations. Foundation is my absolute favourite part of makeup. I rave about it. I love it. I have backups of it. I just love it. So my favourites are usually kept in this area because they're close by. Absolute favourite is the Maybelline Superstay as well as the NARS Sheer Glows. I have a couple of other NARS. This one's a great one for lighter coverage. It's the NARS Tinted Moisturiser, Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser, sorry. Love that. Luminous Silks, Too Faced, the Bounce one from Beauty Blender. I have ones that don't stand up, so Urban Decay All Nighter, Dior Air Flash. I have a compact one down here, which is the Cover FX one, my favourite compact foundation. And then a few of these are like tubes that, most of them are like tinted moisturisers or a lighter coverage. These Barley Body ones are incredible. The BB Cream, amazing. I have the shade Natural and Tan. And then the L'Oreal Infallible Glow Foundation is one of my favourites as well. And then Milk, and this is the best. This one is the best. I have a backup of it. The Sephora Bright Future, but they discontinued that, so shit. But yeah, foundations, my absolute favourite. I could spend hours just playing with foundations and everything. I love it. So these dividers are all the ones that were used for my liquid lipsticks, and they fit the majority of my concealers in perfectly. Again, following the same trend in all the other drawers, they're divided kind of by brand. So I have all of my Tarte Shape Tapes at the front. It's such a good concealer. Honestly, if you haven't tried it yet, if you think you don't want to try it because it's overrated, I promise you it's not. It's amazing. These are the Tarte Creaseless Concealers, and then I have another Tarte one at the front. All of my NARS Radiant Creamies, I always put them in that way, but because the gap's big enough, they just twirl around, so apologies if that's annoying anyone. I have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stops, some Morphe ones, Rimmel, the Wake Me Up concealer. That's an incredible concealer, especially from the drugstore, but in like general makeup terms, that's amazing concealer as well. Some more MAC ones towards the back. Born This Way from Too Faced. These were the old ones. I don't really like it that much. I way prefer the chunkier one. Yeah, as I said, I do have it there. And then I have some like miscellaneous kind of brands. Some of them are like the squeezy tubes that I have. Becca one. These ones are gorgeous. They're the Laura Mercier ones. And then back here are backups, so I have more Tarte Shape Tape, Urban Decay one, a backup of the Makeup Revolution one, Light Boosts, which is the more yellowy one, which is incredible to add on top of concealer, just to make it proper bright. And then over here, this is another little section by itself. Makeup Revolution ones, the e.l.f. Cameo ones, which are new to me. Pretty sure somewhat new to the market. They're really good. Honestly, check those out as well. Okay, All Nighter, Urban Decay Naked Skin. Some of the collection, are they just collection now, aren't they? I always think collection 2000. If one of these are collection 2000, I'd know I need to bin it. I'd probably need to bin them all, like majority of all of these, but I'm not gonna. Maybelline Fit Me at the back as well, and then the Maybelline Eye Eraser, which is an incredible one. Has anyone tried this? I got this from America. I have no idea. Is this a foundation? If it's a concealer? I don't have any idea. So he just lives there where he's safe. And then the Shiseido one, I used to be obsessed with this as well. If you've been around that long, if you've been around long enough to remember half the stuff that I keep saying, I rate yous highly. And then the last drawer at the end is my cream contour. So this drawer, this side is basically cream except for the top, but I put these powders on right after the cream. So this is like step one, and then the rest is like step 2, and then the packs are step 3. Yeah, another one of these holders again to hold my cream contours, because otherwise it's just too messy trying to get them. I have some backups of like lipstick holders back here. These are some empty sample pots, so when I travel, I just depot some of my stuff in here. Doesn't weigh that much that way. A couple of palettes, one from Sleek, a NYX one. So we've got like the NYX duos. My favorite used to be the Sephora duo. This is a gorgeous one from Makeup Revolution, F13. This is a new favorite for me. It's the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Beautiful Bronze. This is a Techniques one, which was stunning as well. Some like creamer ones again, like the Chanel, which is really popular. This YSL one. And then these are some more sticks that don't necessarily fit in here. That's gorgeous, but it's super dark. You have to play with it straight away. And then some like tubey ones as well. This is like Laguna, which is like a shimmery one. Stunning in the summer. On holiday, delicious. I'm a big fan. So a few NARS ones. Again, I got this one free, which is why it doesn't have a bum, like a little cap at the bottom. This milk one is awful. I need to get rid of it. Maybelline Superstay foundation stick, another Maybelline foundation stick, L'Oreal foundation stick. But yeah, all of my cream contours. That is all of my makeup collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see the tour of the room, I will leave that link down below for you as well, just so that you can see everything and keep up to date with everything as well. So yeah, I've finished my 2021. I'm so excited. I don't even think I did a 2019 one, but I've literally done one every year apart from last year, which is quite sad. But nonetheless, I hope you guys did enjoy this, and until next time, I will see you very soon. Bye.